welcome back to Fairview Farm. It is September the 2nd and I am heading down to the shop because we have made an order. Something's turned up that is going to help us. I've been holding off collecting the bales off my fields because I needed something really to collect them all up at once and make it easy to transport them, even the small distance. So we are heading down to the shop at the moment, and we are going to go and grab that and get it back to the farm. I'm quite happy with this. This is a nice little trailer. It should fit on the back of our 7610 here without too much issue. And I thought I would give you guys a little bit of a tour of the surrounding area here on Fairhead, because it is really, really beautiful around here. So we're actually heading along the southern road of Fairhead. This is kind of the main road around here, and is fairly quiet, really, like most things around here, around this area. It's not very busy ever. We get a lot of we get a fair amount of tourist traffic from time to time, but there's lots of farms like this around here. Most of the farms on the peninsula are cattle farms. There's not or dairy farms. There's not really a lot else beyond that. So it's quite peaceful. The farmers tend to know each other fairly well around here, and we have the occasional get together and things to do bits and you know, to do social stuff, because otherwise, as I've mentioned a few times on these vlogs, it would be a bit lonely around here. We're quite a way removed from even our local town. Is a bit of a trek. As you can see from around here, the idea of doing a lot of arable work around here is not something that is that crosses many farmers' minds. Everybody tends to do grazing, and as a result, it's all grassland around here. We have got a few nice houses and things around here. I mean, case in point is up here on the left. We do have. Is this our BGA in here? I think it. No, this is not. The BGA is around here. I think this is one of the few places where we can sell arable crops around here. As I said, it tends to have people tend to come out here to do stuff. Oh yeah, that's also our animal market, and that's where any new cattle that we purchase will get delivered. Yeah, this is the nice house I was talking about. There's quite a nice house nestled here in these woodlands, which is a nice place. And yeah, then our BGA, there's an access road to it down the side there to easily fill in the silage clamps that they've got. But the main access to the BGA is there, and that's where we take all of our silage in once it's fermented later in the year. And then just down here to the right is the shop. And yeah, looks like our trailer is sitting outside waiting for us. So I'll just pull this up here. I need to pop into the shop to do some paperwork. But yeah, this is quite good. This has actually been refurbished, this trailer. I don't think the trailer itself is new. I think this is yeah, this trailer has been refurbished and repainted and is looking very, very nice. We should be able to get a lot of bales on this. I think we'll be able to go too high as long as our little David Brown can actually handle it. Paperwork's all done. I left my tractor running, but then around here, that's not a huge issue. And yeah, so that's all good. Paperwork's all done. It's all paid for. We can head back to the farm and start piling some bales up. I think this is going to speed things up a lot. Making our way back to the farm, and you can now see the farm from the other side up here. So if I just pull in here, straight in front of us now, you can see the lock. And then at the far side, right in the distance, you can just see the house and the top of the farm. So this is the look across the whole of Fairhead. You can see several of the farms from here. There's one there. There's one immediately there. There's Fairview Farm, which is ours there. There's that one there, which is one of the bigger farms. And then we passed one on the way to the shop earlier. You could also see the distance with those clump of trees in the middle there. There's a farm just beyond that as well. I think that's the smallest farm in the area. He really doesn't have much at all. But he makes a living off it, as we all do around here. So it's quite a nice little community here on Fairhead. And we try and make the most of the beautiful place where we all get to live. You can see across the lock from here, and yeah, another angle on here. So that's the larger farm I was talking about earlier, and this is what we see when we're pulling up to our gateway here and into Fairview Farm. The farmhouse is there, but all of our buildings actually are pretty well hidden by the peak of the hills, so you can't really see much of the farm beyond the house from out there. It's as I said, quite secluded. We are secluded. We are the farm that's the furthest out on the peninsula. Yeah, we'll go this way. We'll go through the yard because I want to show you something as we go through here. We should be able to get this trailer through. Like so, because we have started work, and look, we have a wall down. So we've taken the old stone wall that was here. That's gone now. And we've got this big pile of rubbish to fill into our skips over there. So that's opened this area up a bit. The next thing to do is going to be to demolish this shed and this building here. So we're going to take all of this out and go down. And I think what we'll do is we'll probably try and widen this road at the moment. See if we can get the concrete to go a little bit further out and make access down here a little bit easier. But we're just generally gonna open up everything around here and trying to make this more usable. I think what we'll probably end up doing is butting something up against this wall here. So, meaning we'll get access to this building here via a pathway along here, and then we'll fill everything in the middle here and sort of open things up and make this really a bit more of a full yard. We're going to leave the gateway in here, and we'll probably butt something up against it on this side, because at about that point there, yeah, we've got the door here, so we need to make sure we still have access here. So yeah, it'll be an interesting setup for us, I think. But yeah, progress is being made. The yard is beginning to change, and I'm going to take this down to the very bottom of the field, partly because that's the flattest bit, and partly because it's also the furthest distance we're going to have to take any of these bales. If we park this down here, we should be able to fill it up with some bales without too much issue and get them back up to the farm. So I'll park my 7610 here, and we'll go and get the David Brown. I'm going to start by collecting up some of the furthest bales first. I will swing this round, and we'll divide it based on front of the tractor. We want to make sure that we are as straight as possible, like that. And this is where having the manure fork on the front of here actually comes in useful, because it means it's much easier to do this, and much easier to line things up. We'll bring this around, and I'm doing all of this from downhill because I want to disturb these bales as little as possible. on the ground a little bit, and up. There we are. And that is a great pickup for our first bales. So we can get them on here, and the only thing I mustn't do is hit any other bales while I'm driving down this field. But I think we're in fairly good stead. Get that pretty close to the front. Down they go. And yeah, this should work out fairly well for us. I can just reverse off. Yeah, and there we are. So we'll load up the first row, and then we'll start getting the second row on top of that. And I think we'll get every bale off this field. Should go onto this trailer. Now, this is the last 2 bales that I want to get on the bottom row here in a pair. We will strap them down, because I've been strapping them down as we go. We'll undo these straps once we get stuff on the top as well. But I'm hoping I've got enough space for one last bale at the end. And we're going to try and drop a bale in on each side. Finish the first row, and we've got them all sat in there. Nice 5 bales. So we're going to start putting the next row on top. And how many more bales have I got? I don't think I have that many more bales. So I've got 2 here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think we can put these in then without having to actually put any on the ends. If I find that I need to, I can always readjust things. But if I don't have to use the actual end frames, then I will get away without using those. So reverse that out. Not quite good with that second bale. Get that back in. Yeah. Put some more pressure down, and there we go. 2 bales onto there. And then back up the top of the field, because I know I've got 2 more to collect up there. These 2 are actually fairly well lined up. I can just drive from here to the second, and if I'm lucky, it won't push it at an angle. And we can just get it on the front. Oh, it did. Sometimes when they look really nicely lined up like that, you try and grab them and it doesn't quite work. And it's really annoying. So instead, what I'll have to do now is line this back up. Grab the first one, hopefully without the second. And then I can reposition myself. Oh, rolling back hill like that is a little bit nerve-wracking. You kind of expect to be heading straight down to the bottom, especially if you're not careful. And in. That's much better, although that could be pushed on there a little bit more securely. Perfect. Right, let's go put these on the trailer. I have miscounted slightly. We've got... Oh, those are not behaving themselves. Let's just grab them off and see if we can reseat them a little bit happier. But yeah, we are a couple of bales away. We're 3 bales away from finishing this, so we are going to have to put some on here a little bit. Well, either on the front or on the back. I think the front might be the most secure. Yeah, those bales are not sitting all that well. Might have to redo them on the front of the forks here, I think. You have to be careful, because sometimes if the bales don't quite sit right, you end up with it just destabilizing the whole stack. So I'd rather get them sitting right on the trailer and that not happening than us ending up with that issue. Get off a little bit, down. No. There we go. There we are. If you don't get this right, it can be a real problem. Yeah, that'll do nicely there. So let's go and grab the last 2 over there. I might take the last one just back up to the farm on the front of this. We're not going on the road, So yeah, we can get a single bale of hay back up to the farm on the on the front of this tractor, and then the rest of that trailer is nicely done. So last 2 bales to go onto the trailer and down. Come on, sit nicely, please. Sometimes it is just a little bit of finagling to get things in the right place. Lock those down, pull out those, and yeah, there we are. A nice full trailer of hay bales. That is looking a little bit bad, but at least we haven't got far to go. And then I'll just go and grab this last one here, and we'll head up to the yard and we can start getting this all unloaded. And then it's the straw bales. So we're going to put all of the bales in this shed for now. We're going to put the hay bales down this side and the straw bales down the other side. I already moved the combine header trailer out the way. That's down the side of the cattle shed, or the dairy shed. And oh yeah, let's just park this here for now. We're going to move the combine itself out the way in a bit. First though, I need to go and grab our trailer full of bales. I don't think we're going to use the trailer for this field here. There's not that many bales, so it's going to make more sense to just do that with the David Brown instead. The only downside to filling this up down the bottom of the field is that we now have to pull these bales uphill. So I'm having to go into a lower gear and try and find an area of the field that's a little bit less steep than the rest, which we're doing all right. I think up this side is a good place. You can really see the unevenness of this field though in this nice bright sunshine. This field is not a field that will react, or that a combine harvester will react well to. The fact that we're able to get a mower over it actually is pretty good, considering some of those bumps. And I think we've managed to pull this up this hill now. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to put it directly perpendicular like this. We'll pull it round and I'll park in front of my forage wagon, and that way we should have easier access to these bales and can very easily get them off the trailer. So stop the tractor there, and I think we'll start with these ones at the back because they look just a tad unstable and should be the easiest ones to start with. Back her up and grab the first 2 bales, and with any luck that will work out fairly well for us. Just trying to center this a little bit. Yeah, I think there should do it. Get them off, and oh yeah, look, those are really unstable on the back of there. Unloaded most of the bales now and just getting the last few off. So we'll grab that off the top. I think we've got, yeah, I got 1, 2, I got 6. So pile of 5. We should end up with just a few in front. Let's line that up, and there we go, and off. We've got space for 4 more there. We've got a total of 5. So yeah, we'll end up probably with 1 on the top. So we should be able to take these 2 bales and get them onto the stack behind where we've just put the last one. Let's just put these over here, and should reach. Yeah, we will reach, thankfully. and those go on top of there like so. Hopefully without knocking things too much. I'll just reposition that one a little bit. And yeah, so we've then got 3 more bales, so 2 more in front, 1 more on top, and that is a nice complete stack of these hay bales into the shed, and nicely undercover. Next we're gonna have to go and grab the straw bales, so as soon as I've got these stacked, we'll start going grabbing them off the arable field. We should have the agronomist coming in a few days, so as soon as he's here, we can get all of our soil sampled, and we can move forward from there. Final pair of bales then, and that one down there like so. Back that off, and then we'll grab the other one and put it on top. So bring this in here, spike that there, and this back around, and we're able to put this on top like so. So that will work very nicely for us to be able to feed our cows. I'm really, really pleased. We could pick up 3 bales at once, I think, with this tractor, and that front spike, but I don't want to push it too hard. Let's get the Ford out the way, and then I'm going to go and start collecting up some of those straw bales that we got sitting in the wheat field. I'm still trying to decide where I'm going to put a pressure washer around here. There's space up by that garage there. There's space in a few places around here. But we do need to put it somewhere because our old one broke a while ago, and you can see the state of my 7610 after all the work we've been doing over the past month or so. And there's definitely places. I think I want to get rid of this first before I work out where the best place for it is. Certainly, we're going to have more changes going on around the yard over the coming months. Let's jump back in this then, and we'll head into the field and start collecting up some of those straw bales, because we need to get this field cleared. We're going to be planting crops next month, I think. So there's lots of preparation to do on this field before then. We need to get some basic fertilizer on it. So either some slurry or some manure. And we also need to do a few other bits and pieces. I want to see if I can maybe get this mulched as well. I know of another farm that's been doing that recently, and they've had good results from it. So we'll have a go. Although we've been running over a lot of this stubble, so I don't know how well this field will mulch this year. Yeah, we only had 8 bales in total from this field, so it's not a huge amount that we need to collect up of it and get put into the shed. But it should keep us going for a while and keep manure production from our cows going. As I said, we only need enough manure off these fields, really, or enough straw off here to produce enough manure to give us a good amount to do this field. We really want the slurry for the grass and the manure for our arable. Now, the way I'm going to do these in here, with only 8 bales, there's no point in going up more than a single level with these. I will put this down here. And, yeah, then just push them in, because our forks were slightly pointing downwards. And that's got it. So just 2 more bales, and then this will be all completed. Final 2 bales off the field, and that has cleared up all of our bales that we've got kicking around the farm. Should do us a nice little while, both these sets. we're going to be mixing this hay in with some silage to feed the cows over the winter. So this hay actually will go quite a way, thankfully. And we're not going to sell all of the silage off once it's fermented. We're still a way off that, though, because as you can see, we've not covered any of this. This still needs a bit of compacting. So I've got some more compacting to do on this. And of course, we're going to do another cut either next month or in November, just to try and finish things off and maybe double the silage. Well, we'll over double the silage because we won't be making any hay come November. But yeah, we're going to be getting rid of this. And as part of the new construction round here, I think what we'll do is we will include some chickens as well. We should be able to get a hutch or two around here and maybe get some land for some chickens, which will make them fairly happy. We might even have space around here where we've all got all of our equipment at the moment, because we should have space to store all of this elsewhere by the time we finish the renovations. However, I'm going to finish today's vlog here, so all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.